hiccup feels like a glitch in your throat, but it's actually a sudden spasm of your diaphragm, the large muscle that helps you breathe. When this muscle gets irritated, usually from eating too fast or drinking carbonated sodas, it jerks downward. This forces your skeleton to take a quick, involuntary gulp of air. But at that exact millisecond, your vocal cords snap shut to protect your airway. That snap is the hic sound you hear. It's a beautifully timed but annoying error in your body's respiratory wiring. Most hiccups stop on their own once your carbon dioxide levels stabilize. The next time it happens, don't just hold your breath. Remember that your diaphragm is just having a temporary tug of war with your throat. Stay calm and let your internal rhythm reset itself. If you think your skin wrinkles in the bath because it's absorbing water, you're wrong. It's actually an active response from your nervous system. When your skeleton stays underwater for a while, your brain realizes the surface is slippery. It sends a signal to your blood vessels to constrict, which pulls the skin inward, creating those deep ridges. These wrinkles are like the tread on a tire. They provide your skeleton with better grip to hold on to wet objects. This was a vital survival trait for our ancestors who had to gather food from wet rocks or riverbeds. Your body is literally transforming itself into an all-terrain machine in real time. It's a remarkable example of how your skeleton and nervous system work together to adapt to your environment. Your skin isn't getting old in the water, it's getting smarter and more capable of handling the wet world. That sudden sharp pain in your forehead after a cold bite is known as brain freeze. When something freezing hits the roof of your mouth, it causes the blood vessels in your palate to rapidly constrict and then dilate. Your brain perceives this sudden temperature shift as a threat. Since your palate is very close to a major nerve called the trigeminal nerve, the brain gets confused. It mistakenly thinks the pain is coming from your forehead instead of your mouth, a phenomenon called referred pain. Your skull isn't actually freezing, but your brain is sounding a massive alarm to protect your internal temperature. To stop it, simply press your warm tongue against the roof of your mouth. This warms up the vessels and signals your brain that the danger has passed. It's a sharp reminder that your body's sensory system can sometimes be tricked by its own survival instincts. Ever noticed your face or ankles looking puffy after a salty meal? This is your skeleton's way of maintaining a delicate chemical balance. Salt, or sodium, attracts water like a magnet. When you consume too much, your kidneys have to hold on to more water to dilute that salt in your bloodstream. This extra fluid leaks into the spaces between your cells, causing visible swelling or edema. Your skeleton is effectively carrying around extra weight, putting more pressure on your heart and joints. It's your body's desperate attempt to keep your blood chemistry from becoming toxic. Over time, this constant fluid pressure can stiffen your arteries and strain your entire cardiovascular system. Drinking more water actually helps flush out the excess sodium and reduces the puffiness. Your body is a finely tuned machine. Don't let a pinch of extra salt throw your whole skeletal and internal balance out of gear. That pop you feel in your ears during a flight or a drive up the mountains is your skull balancing itself with the atmosphere. Behind your eardrum is a small pocket of air. When the outside air pressure changes, it creates a pressure difference that pushes against your eardrum, muffling your hearing. To fix this, your skeleton uses a tiny tunnel called the eustachian tube that connects your ear to your throat. When you swallow or yawn, this tube opens for a fraction of a second, allowing air to rush in or out. This equalizes the pressure on both sides of the eardrum, causing that satisfying pop. Without this mechanism, the pressure could become painful or even rupture your delicate hearing system. Your skeleton is constantly performing these invisible adjustments to keep you in sync with the world around you. Next time your ears feel blocked, just give a big yawn and let your body's internal pressure valve do its job. Your bones aren't just for support. They are the factory where your life force is created. Deep inside your skeleton, in the bone marrow, millions of new red blood cells are born every second. But when you lack iron or essential vitamins, this factory begins to fail. This This is called anemia. Without enough healthy red cells, your bones and muscles are starved of the oxygen they need to function. Your skeleton begins to feel heavy, tired, and fragile. You might look pale on the outside, but the real change is happening deep within your bone structure. Anemia is a silent drain on your energy, making your very foundation feel weak. Providing your body with the right nutrients is like giving your bone factory the raw materials it needs to keep you strong. Your skeleton is a living, breathing system. Fuel it with the iron and care it deserves to keep your energy flowing through every bone in your body. It is physically impossible to keep your eyes open during a sneeze, and there's a fascinating reason for it. A sneeze is an explosive reflex designed to clear irritants from your nose at speeds up to 100 miles per hour. When your brain triggers this ejection sequence, it sends an intense electrical signal through several nerves simultaneously. This signal is so powerful that it overflows into the nerves that control your eyelids, forcing them to clamp shut. It's a protective reflex to prevent the high-pressure spray of bacteria and dust from entering your sensitive eyes. Your skull is essentially protecting its most vital sensors from its own internal explosion. This involuntary shutdown is a testament to how perfectly your skeleton and nervous system are synchronized. You don't have to think about it. Your body is already one step ahead, shielding your sight while it cleanses your airway in a split second. Did you know that you are actually taller in the morning than you are at night? Your skeleton is constantly shifting under the force of gravity. Between the bones of your spine are soft, jelly-like discs that act as shock absorbers. Throughout the day, as you walk, stand, and move, gravity slowly compresses these discs, squeezing out fluid and making them thinner. By the end of the day, your spine has physically shrunk, sometimes by as much as half an inch. When you lie down to sleep, the pressure is released, and these discs soak up fluid like a sponge, returning to their full height. Your skeleton literally recharges its stature while you rest. It's a daily cycle of expansion and contraction that reminds us how dynamic our bones really are. You start every day at your peak height, only for gravity to slowly pull you back down. It's just another way your body adapts to the weight of the world. Ounce for ounce, your bones are actually stronger than steel. A piece of bone the size of a matchbox can support the weight of a full-grown elephant without breaking. But the real secret of your skeleton isn't just its strength, it's its flexibility. While steel is rigid and can snap under extreme stress, your bones are a living matrix of minerals and collagen. This allows them to bend slightly under pressure before they fracture. Your femur, the longest bone in your body, is an architectural masterpiece designed to withstand thousands of pounds of force with every step you take. This incredible strength-to-weight ratio is what allows your skeleton to protect your vital organs while remaining light enough for you to run and jump. You are walking around with a biological armor that is more advanced than any man-made material. Protect your foundation because your skeleton is the strongest machine you will ever own.